Hello my darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I love to do readings for love, obviously love of another, but most importantly love for oneself, because you can't pour from an empty cup, hence my cup of tea tarot. And in England there's nothing that a good cup of tea and a natter with a friend can't solve. So today we're going to have a cup of tea and a natter, a chat with spirit to see what messages there may be for you. If it resonates, please do let me know in the comment section, and if it doesn't, please don't try and make it fit. The message wasn't for you. I always believe with all of the readings out there on YouTube, and there are some amazing other fabulous readers out there who may have a message for you, that these readings will end up being seen by the person they're meant to be seen by at exactly divine timing, led by spirit. So we're going to do, Saggy, your soulmate reading, and we're going to look at what's in your head space, what's in your heart space, what's in your soulmate's head and heart space, advice from spirit, and then we'll pull one or two or maybe more romance angels. Let's just see where it goes. So let's start. So this is what's in Saggy's headspace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's in Saggy's headspace? Thank you. Ignore my little dog barking there. Thank you. So you've got the Prince of Cups. So there's somebody that you are very drawn to. You know, with the Prince of Cups, this is somebody who, you know, you have an immense attraction to them. You know, cups, you know, they're all about emotions, negative and positive, and this is obviously a very sort of positive one. And it's about romance and happiness, and it's all about also your psychic abilities as well, your intuition. So I think at the moment I'm getting that you're very, as I call it, tuned in and tapped on to the universe. You're very aware of the magic of the universe, you know, the beauty of the universe, and you're aware about manifestations and doing them consciously. And so you're pulling in your soulmate, whoever that is, you're pulling them in. And it's done from a place of peace and love, and also from speaking your truth. They're dressed in blue, and blue is also always representative of the throat chakra. So that's absolutely fabulous. It's also, I love, this is a Shire horse, and you know, this is saying to me, this is a love that is very solid and very grounded and very loyal, and it doesn't have to rush. It's a sort of slow and steady kind of wins the race, a bit like the tortoise and the hare. And you see, this goes back to your intuition as well. You've got there the peacock feathers, that wonderful, the sort of third eye, the eye in the peacock feathers represents your intuition. So you, I think at the moment, are pulling in your soulmate, Saggy. So let's just see what's happening. I think it's quite a, you know, with the waterfall coming down as well, it's something that's happening quite fast. So I'm going to say get ready, because it's coming in for you. So let's see what's in your heart space. Bless you. You've got the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, you know, is kind of representative of feeling a little left out in the cold, and feeling that maybe you're not seen and you're not heard. You know, maybe this is inner wounds that go back to being a child, where you're being triggered at the moment by something which is causing you to have to look at those old wounds. And you know, but I do see here, you know, you've got here this light here and the steps here. You are being guided to keep stepping forward. You're not quite, you know, you're going to the light. You're not quite sure what that is, but you know that you're being guided. But you do, and this is a sort of soulmate card as well with the two here. I think you've both been in a period of feeling lack of in your life, you know, and what I want to say to you then is, when you're in that space of feeling sad and lack of in your life, in your heart, in your thoughts, you're creating more of the same. So be very aware of that. You create your own reality. I do think you're aware of it. It's just that, you know what it is? It's the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling. And I always talk about that. So in your thoughts, you absolutely know about manifestation and about being positive and everything. But I want you to look at the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling in your heart. And that is the feeling that the universe responds to. And if you've got hurts to release and let go of, you have to do that in order to move forward, to move into a higher vibration. And maybe this is partly your impatience, that you're manifesting is not coming in just yet. But remember that God, the universe, everything's in divine timing, everything. And sometimes when it doesn't come in when we want it to come in, it means that we're being protected. There are other things that we need to do or learn or grow from, the same with our soulmate as well. But let's see what's in your soulmate's headspace. Too many cards, lots to say. Thank you very much. Well, look at that, the 10 of Cups. So I really feel that this is a soulmate that you know, in their headspace, they know that you bring them joy and happiness. And I'm getting joy in the moment, all those lovely, wonderful little moments, because a happy life is just simply made up of happy moments. And I think they've thought a lot, during this lockdown period. You see with the rainbow there as well, which is representative very much of the lockdown in the UK, with all the children drawing it for hope and trust and belief. So there have been some extraordinary moments. This could be a reconciliation. There's certainly the home there in the background as well. I'm getting you are home to them. And it involves children too. And there was a lot when in their headspace, they know that when you were together or wanting to be together with you now, if it's not a reconciliation, but what I'm saying is in their headspace, they know that there are the vibration, the joy that you'll have from being together will create all sorts of wonderful surprises and delights, because you'll be manifesting just all the time, because you'll be constantly just happy and grateful and joyful. So that's in their headspace towards you, which is just wonderful. And it'll be they want it to be a very honest and true relationship. Do you see with all the blue there as well? And this type of relationship is one where you want for your soulmate what they want for themselves. That is a balanced, happy relationship where there is no scarf pulling, as I call it. There is no need to demonstrate love because you feel unlovable or they feel unlovable. Nobody's a bucket with an empty hole in it in this relationship. They are overflowing with love because they have self-love and self-worth themselves. So that's really beautiful. I'm sorry. Let's look at what's in your soulmate's, actually soulmate's heart space. That was pretty amazing for their head space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, wow, they've got the Death card. I mean, the Death card is amazing because it means they're going through this transformative process, that they're going through a cycle. They're going through something where they're moving from old conditional ways of behaving to new ways of behaving because they have transformed. They've gone through the dark night of the soul. And this is beautiful to see this. Their heart is transforming. It's almost like their heart has been protected for so long. They haven't let anybody in and they haven't wanted to be vulnerable. So they've constantly pushed people away. But you have whatever's happened with you, either now with meeting or in the past, you have broken down all of that. You're by focusing on your self-love and self-growth as well, self-love and self-growth, your self-love and your evolvement of your soul. You're in this amazing vibration, and so what you're doing is your soulmate is shifting and changing because of that. But they've definitely gone through something, and they're tired. I mean, the horse looks really tired here, but their spirit is guiding them here. And so I'm going to say that they may need some time, Saji, because you can't rush this process, as I've said before. You may wish for them to come in like this and declare this undying love for you, and you feel it and you know it. They may need a little bit of time because they're just going through a process of releasing all the old, getting rid of it. How fabulous. Give them all the time they need. You can keep forward on your path with your self-love, your manifestations, your being in the moment, and allow them, just to be on their path in their time. They will come to you. You've got this 10 of Cups in their headspace. Hi, my darling. Sorry, my dogs wanted to go out. So, where were we? We are now talking about advice from Spirit for you. So let's have a look. Well, I mean, just gorgeous. Look, Ace of Cups. How fabulous is that? So this is advice from Spirit. So in terms of this soulmate that you're thinking about, to remind you, in their headspace, they have the 10 of Cups, and they're going through a transformation in their heart. They're releasing all of the old, and they're bringing in the new way, the new ways of thinking and feeling. Well, not really thinking, but feeling. They're going with their feelings now, where before their heart was controlled and protected by their fear-based thoughts. Now they're going with their feelings. And look what's coming in for you, this extraordinary, beautiful, absolutely fabulous Ace of Cups. That's coming in for you. And this is, you know, all that's stopping you from the moment, my darling, all that's stopping it is your resistance with the lack of. Please, 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 every day you can create yourself as new. Every day you can have beautiful, lovely things that make you happy, tiny little things. Again, a happy life is made up of happy moments. And the more you're in that happy, happy space, the more you're raising your vibration. You let the universe and God take care of all of the details. Just keep saying thank you. And if you know that this soulmate loves you, just keep saying thank you. Send them love and light. Again, my dog wanted to go. You you have this knowing about this soulmate. I believe that from this. And, this is your knowing. But this is also about you focusing on your self-love at the moment. Keep focusing on you. Keep doing your thing. Keep having fun. Because the more you have the lack of, the more resistance you're putting up and the slower it is to happen. Your soulmate is coming to you, but they may need some time. But this is what's coming in for you, this Ace of Pentacles. And this is absolutely extraordinary. And I want to show you something here, which I love to see. Do you see the lotus flowers there? The lotus flowers, only flowers, they come up through sort of murky waters and depths. So this love that's coming in has come in because of the transformation of both you and your soulmate. These flowers bloom out of, all this murky waters. You wouldn't expect to see this beautiful lotus flower. And it's a sign of, your spiritual growth, and it's beautiful, and well done you. And look, you've got this sort of yellow cup here with all these jewels. This is a very, very precious soulmate connection that you have. And the dove here as well, it brings peace. It's going to bring peace to you. And I know there have been tears to get there. But I really feel that whatever's happening with this soulmate, I know we're being told it's a brand new cycle, which is beautiful. Let's do some clarification for you. So let's clarify the Prince of Cups. Oh my goodness, lots and lots and lots of cards, too many. Please clarify the Prince of Cups. The Knight of Cups, thank you, thank you. Please clarify the Knight of Cups, Prince of Cups. So look at that. They're just being amusing, guides. You've got, again, the Prince of Cups. This is just a slightly different deck. So one's on a dragon and one's on a horse, but it's exactly the same. So this is just confirmation about what I was talking about. It's about you knowing what's coming in for you. It's about you focusing on your self-love as well. Keep focusing on your positivity, not your lack of. Keep focusing on your manifestations and being in the moment, because this is coming in for you. And you can feel it, as I know, you can feel it. And it's sort of all around you energetically, but it's beautiful. And it's a reminder to go with the flow. It's like being in a boat, you take your oars out, which are fear and anxiety, and you allow the universe for it to happen in divine timing when it's meant to happen. But it is going to happen. And again, you've got blue in this dragon. This is going to be very much a relationship based on honesty and truth, openness as well, and vulnerability. And this bird here is all about magic, and it's all about the higher self as well. So that's absolutely beautiful. And he's barefoot, he's very grounded. So gorgeous, gorgeous card. So the Knight of Cups is confirming the Knight of Cups, basically. So now we're going to confirm the Five of Pentacles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Five of Pentacles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, flying out. Yeah, you've got the Four of Swords. So this, in your heart is healing. It's almost there, but it's still healing. You've come through the clouds, and you're now really getting the clarity. You're listening to spirit. You're at peace. You still feel the lack of. You still feel that little bit of left out in the cold. I'm sure you miss them. I'm sure you miss them. But they are going through their transformation, and The last thing you should do when somebody is going through that dark night of the soul and that transformation is interfere and, as I call it, stick a spoke in the wheel. Let them do it in their own time, because then it's the right time for them and then it's the right time for you. But you've gone through a period of healing, and that's very beautiful to see. Your heart is healing at the moment. But from looking at that card, you're so close. You're so close. Let's look and confirm in their headspace they have the 10 of Cups. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Please confirm, clarify. Sorry, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's the 4 of Shields. So, you know, they haven't let go. I'm sure this is a reconciliation. They haven't let go of all of the memories that they've had of you and how happy it was, how happy your relationship made them. They haven't let go. And this is why they're going through this transformation. I mean, poor little love, he looks a bit miserable there, doesn't he? But this is why they're going through this transformation, because I think it's taken them a moment or two to come to a realization that actually they can't let go. They can't let go of these feelings they have for you. And this pentacle, bless them, and they're still in that fog stage. Do you see? I'm also getting, because it's very icy, so they've kind of, it's just like a, whatever this happens, I said to you, it's been a bit of a symbolic ending. But I'm also seeing this as almost like it's raining, but it's not raining, it's pouring. There's an expression in England, you know, it doesn't rain and it pours, or it doesn't, it's when it's just a deluge of emotions and everything. It doesn't rain, it pours. So that's how they're kind of feeling, but they are constantly drawn back to these thoughts and memories of you. So that's just what we would call absolutely fabulous. So let's clarify the Death card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please clarify the, oh, hello. Well, I won't take it because there was 4, but that was the 10 of Swords. So it was very much an end of the cycle. Yeah, being funny, Spirit. So you've got the 7 of Cups to clarify the Death card. Do you remember I talked to you about the Death card being the sort of end of a conditioned way of behaviour, you know, changing that kind of conditioned, old thinking, old conditioned way to a new way of thinking? Well, this is exactly what this 7 of Cups, this particular 7 of Cups talks about. They've gone through cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle, but they now understand there's a 1 there with the rose which they're looking at. They now understand this is this cup. They get it. They understand. They've had to go through maybe these different cycles with different people, same people, but they've gone through these different cycles, and the universe keeps presenting us with the same type of relationship over and over again. It might be with different people. If we haven't healed from deep inner wounds that can go back to our childhood, and the universe, God will, they're a gift. It happens for us. They keep giving us the same triggers until we go, oh my goodness, okay, I get it. So this is what's happened, and this is why they're releasing all these old behaviors in these other sort of cups. And so that's beautiful. And maybe, you know, and this is all being guided by Spirit, do you see? And these, you know, there you have these sort of 6 of Cups. So whether they've been with, you know, previous soulmates, we have many soulmates in our lives, but each of them have been trying to teach your soulmate something. And finally, no, I wouldn't say finally, because it's a really difficult thing to do. My heart goes out to anybody who's going through this process, but equally, I know afterwards they'll look back in gratitude and say, thank goodness for that. So well done, your soulmate. They are going through this transformation. So that's beautiful. And they're, you know, what's coming in is this extraordinary Ace of Cups. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you've got the Knight of Shields, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This cup they're bringing into you, look at that. That's a solid offer. The Knight of Pentacles is the knight that comes across the finishing line. It's the knight that is, it's, as we talked about here, it's grounding, it's knowing what they want, it's committed. It's slow moving, but it's coming in. So this is where I'm saying to you, you know, Sagis aren't very patient, but I'm asking you to be patient, because it's worth it. And when you love somebody, just love them unconditionally and just allow them their journey and their space, because this is, you know, this is a divine relationship. This is a soulmate relationship. And God is the one who really understands when and how things should happen. So let go of the when, how, who, whatever, not the who, we know the who. Let go of the when and all that kind of stuff and allow it to happen in divine timing, because I can promise you it's coming in and it's a beautiful offer for you. What a lovely reading. Oh my goodness, of course it is. On the bottom of the deck, you've had the Wheel of Fortune. So everything is going in your favour. You've had to go through this dark night of the soul. You've had to go through this transformation, okay, and now you're in this space where, you know, all of your cards are so beautiful, this sort of light card. You know, your soulmate is still going through this transformation at the moment, but it's all turning in your favour, and that's absolutely beautiful to see. I'm going to pull you a couple of Romance Angel cards, and then we'll wrap it up, Saggy. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I missed those ones out from last one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. So this says, you deserve love. You are lovable. So this is all about you and your healing and knowing that this is coming in. Okay, this is about your self-love and your healing, and also for them as well, very much so. And look, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So whatever's happening here, whether it's a reconciliation that's coming back in, that'll be very, very different because you've both triggered each other, healed independently, and then come back stronger, or a new relationship that's coming in based on the higher vibration that you are. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pull one more. Oh, well, there you go. It's just flipped over. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So there we are. They're very funny, my guides sometimes. Well, they're just saying. So, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I look forward to having a natter, a cup of tea with you and spirit next week. And in the meantime, have an absolutely fabulous week. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.